Okay, so you know that intuition exists and you're intrigued. You're feeling the pull to develop your intuition, but you don't really know where to start. Well, good news, you're in the right place because in this video, I will be giving you 3 easy tips for you to start developing your intuition right now. Hey, welcome back. I'm Amanda from theintuitivewife.com. Welcome to my channel, a place for spiritual entrepreneurs to fall back in love with their business, rock their purpose, and prosper. Today's video is all about intuition and 3 easy ways that you can develop it. If you've been following me for a while, then you're probably not surprised that I am talking about intuition and intuitive development. If you're new to my channel, then let me tell you, developing my intuition pretty much changed my life. And when I finally stopped resisting and actually started to get into the flow of things and focus on strengthening my intuition, then that's when things got really fun. If you want to find out the 3 ways to help you develop your intuition, then click that like button and let's get into it. Okay, so the first way to develop your intuition might seem obvious, but I promise, keep watching because these other tips might surprise you. The first one is to take an intuitive development class. Course, whichever one you want to take. Because of COVID, pretty much everything that would be in person is now online. There are a bunch of courses that you can take to help you develop your intuition, but please don't just grab any course. Actually do your research and see what it is that the course is providing you and who's providing the course. What do they do? Are they a psychic medium? Are they an intuitive teacher or spiritual teacher? Is this something that they do all the time? And then there's the different kind of courses. Like, for example, maybe you just want a course that is all about clairaudience. You just want to focus on this one thing before you start expanding and learning more. Or maybe you're the type of person who wants to just jump in with both feet and learn as much as you possibly can in one program. Either way, whichever one works best for you, but please don't just go grab any course. There's actually tons of different ways that you can do this, whether it's from the person's purchasing the course from the person's website or heading over to Udemy or another online course platform. There's also free Facebook groups, tons of them, about intuition and intuitive development. So whatever kind of platform you're looking for, whatever your budget may be, there are definitely options. And before I forget to mention it, we are all intuitive. So it's really just a matter of getting out of your own head, letting your guard down, going with the flow, and seeing which intuitive abilities come up first and which ones are strongest for you. All right, my second tip to develop your intuitive abilities is to use crystals. At this point, pretty much every single person I know has at least one crystal. But if you don't, you can get them for pretty cheap from your local metaphysical shop. Here's what I would suggest if you want to start using crystals to help you develop your intuition. Grab a crystal of your choice, hold it in your hand, close your eyes, and just tune in. Tune into the crystal, tune into your body. What do you feel? Is your hand tingling? Is your body less tense? Has your mood changed? Are you less anxious, or maybe you're more anxious? Are you feeling super calm? Are you feeling grounded? Are you feeling protected? Really just take a few minutes to tune into what's going on inside of you and around you. And of course, any physical sensations from holding the crystal in your hand. This is a really good way to not only tune into your body, but to tune into something outside of yourself. I do have both a YouTube video and a free PDF on 9 crystals to use to help you develop your intuition. I will leave the links to both of them in the description box of this video. The third tip I have for you to help you develop your intuition is to use tarot and oracle cards. And I had to absolutely mention it in this video because this is what actually helped me really dive into my intuitive abilities before I even knew that I had them. Now, I've already done a few videos on tarot and oracle cards and how to use them, how to pick them out, etc. So I'm not going to dive too deep into it, but essentially what you're going to want to do, whether you're doing a spread or a single card, is you're going to want to ask your question, pull the card or cards, and really rely on the imagery of the card and your own intuition to tell you to translate the card's meaning. instead of immediately reaching for the guidebook. I know it can be tempting, but really just quiet your mind and tune into the card. You might start to hear the messages, you might start to just immediately know in your head. The imagery may also be giving you a really good indication of the answer to your question. Hopefully by now, I've convinced you just how easy it can be to develop your intuitive abilities. If you really want to dive in further to your clairs, then I definitely recommend my Intuitive Abilities Workbook. I'll leave the link in the description box of this video, but essentially the workbook talks about the clairs, what they are, gives you better understanding of them, and also provides you with exercises and journal prompts to help you really tune into yourself and your clairs. I really like this workbook because I find that it helps you to really be able to tune in and understand what is happening or how to develop maybe some weaker clairs. Because how are you supposed to know that your intuition is talking to you if you don't even know what it feels like or how it mostly communicates with you? Once you grab your workbook, go ahead and click on the video that's on your screen right now, which is all about creating a sacred space. If you're serious about developing your intuition, then you're probably going to want to have some type of quiet area to go to. This video about sacred space will give you some ideas of things to include in your space to help you tune in even easier to yourself, your abilities, or your angels, spirit guides, ancestors, etc. So definitely check that out if this is something that you want to dive into even further. Click on the video and I'll catch you over there.